Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes. Whew. I couldn't even show the videos because the videos was, I mean, I don't even have a word. This first screenshots here, I got it. I first heard about it from the Angela Stanton show, and it was shared on this Instagram page called Lexit Movement, where you have these little kids. I mean, they can't be. They're like 3 or 4, especially the little boy, and they, I mean, using, can't even say it, using foul language. I mean, disgusting language to the police and putting hands on the police, telling the police, "Oh, look, you in your church shoes." I mean, using foul language. And it's a lack of education in the black community. You can tell. And of course and because there's a lack of education, how can you teach your kids better? You can't teach your kids any better. This was disgusting to see. And you can't blame the children, because the children only gonna do what they see their parents do. So obviously the parents say those type of things in front of the child, whether they watching a show or they're passing in a car and they see police, but they getting it from someplace. Kids don't on, because usually little kids, most of them, they want to be police officers, they want to be firefighters. They do not have disdain and hate and want to fight police. It stems from the environment that they're in. It stems from the parents, even maybe from the siblings and family members, but it's coming from someplace. That was disgusting. And this other screenshot right here, you have this young boy. I'm not sure how old he is, but he's a teenager. He was selling water, and not sure what led up to the confrontation, but obviously maybe they asked him some questions. He didn't want to answer the question, but he was resisting. If you go and see the TikTok, he was resisting arrest. And as Angela Stanton say, we have to teach our kids, do not resist arrest. Do not resist the police, because it never ends well, especially when you are of a darker hue. It never ends well for us. And what are we doing in the times like this? Because I saw that a YouTuber, right, O'Shea Duke Jackson, made a video where these young black teens, when attacked this man, and when they found the man, he was on the floor. They thought that a car hit him. That's how bad they did him. And these were teens. What are we doing? What are doing? Some people, and I've seen he did another video where he was promoting a non-profit organization with this man that helps these inner city kids, and he was asking, his audience, what are we doing? What we should do? And then people was in the comments, "Oh, you can't put this on us. That has nothing to do with." How does that have any? Why would you say that has nothing to do with you? You're black too. Yes, I know you got a Maserati. You make up $300,000 a year. You probably not even married to the same the woman of the same color as you, so you don't care. You think you don't care because it won't happen to you. That doesn't affect you because you live in a gated community. Where you live, you don't have to deal with those type of people. But that guy who got attacked, they lived in a good neighborhood. He was just on his way to go do an errand, I believe, and he encountered these children. And then these same children that are running rampant in Atlanta, 12 years old, breaking in people's cars and different things like that. I stay in Miami too. Bunch of young kids hanging out with older kids. You see no parents in sight. Some kids, unfortunately, they are too far gone. You really can't do anything for them. But what about the younger kids? What can we do? You can't say, "Oh, it's not my problem," until it's your problem. Because people can say, "Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm packing or whatever." If I encounter, you don't know what you're going to do until you get in a certain situation. People be talking all kind of stuff. You don't know what you're going to do until you get in that situation. So you can say, oh, I'm packing. But remember, of course, by any means, if your life is in danger, you should defend yourself, of course. But remember, we were not built to take a life. And you might think that, oh, I'll take them out, whatever. But your life will never be the same. Your life will never be the same, especially if you have taken a life. But what can we do to help one young man, one young child? You can't save everybody. But you could do something, even by donating. Because what makes you a conqueror is not only maybe, you were blessed with parents, you didn't have to deal with that, or you fought and then you made it out. But to be a real conqueror is when you're able to help another person make it out also. And some people, when they have made it, for them to help somebody, you have to suck up to them. You have to be praising them every day. You have to be telling people, oh, this is the person that, if you are a person like that, you don't need to be doing anything for anybody. Because even Jesus, who healed 10 lepers, when you had leprosy back in those days, you were done. You were going to die that way. You were outcast. But where they were, he had compassion on them. And that's what we lack, of course, in society. We have no compassion. That's why we don't care what's going on in our society, because no matter what, I don't care if you live in the white community, you still black, because you can't take it off of you. You could follow bleach, you could get chemical peels, it does not matter. You can't take blackness off of you. So you're still gonna be counted black. And some things that happen in the black community, people still gonna give you the side eye, because it's a person that looked just like you, that committed something, that did something that was not good. So you can't take that off of you. So if you were looking for people to praise you, give you a shout out, yeah, Jesus healed those 10 men. It was only a number of them that came back. I'm not going to say the number. You have to read your Bible. And then Jesus asked, where are the other ones? And the other one, they were like, I don't know. So sometimes you may help people. You may put your neck out for somebody, support somebody, and then that person turn against you. That happens. Sometimes the person is ungrateful. That happens. But I'm not going to stop doing good. When I helped you, I did it out the goodness of my heart. If you took that goodness and then you try to villainize me, you use me or whatever, that's on you. I'm going to stay blessed. But this is what that's what we lack. We lack compassion. Because when Jesus healed those men, he had compassion for them first. He had compassion, and then with compassion, he was able to heal them. So because we lack compassion, we don't care. That's why when we see these things, oh, that's Pookie RayRay. It don't matter to me. Or that's them single moms. And then people, O'Shea is saying, oh, it's the women that think they could do it by themselves. Do you know any single mothers? There are single mothers that I know. They want the help. They're looking for the help. They can't find it. And the ones that they do, these people after their kids. That's another thing. But anyway, this is sad. This is very and then for those young kids, and then they're still young, they can be turned around, if they have a better role model. But if not, those kids, how is their life going to be? This young man, I understand the things that have been going on in society with with the police officers and the black men. But sometimes you could say that's that police officer that did that. Because sometimes you have to look out for your own people, because your own people will take you out also. Because people always forget that, because you're focused on the police. But what about the boy that looked just like your son? He could take him out also. And this fatherless generation, and that's the problem. This is a fatherless generation, like Pastor G. Craig said, that defies all order. because they have never, ever, ever had any type of leadership, male leadership. So they don't respect it. They have never really have any authority, real authority in their life, real order. So they fight against it. Because at a certain time, a woman, you can't do it by yourself for real. Because, you know, when they smaller, okay, but with there's a age that child, you can't say nothing to him. You can't do nothing. And it's sad. Anyway, that's all I had to say on this situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.